Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the Mobile Maestro app. Mobile Maestro is a companion app for your Marching Maestro hosted events that your volunteers and event admins can use to scan and sell tickets and sell concessions on the day of the event. This app is available for iOS and Android, so let's go ahead and dive in. So I'm going to launch the app. I've already logged in on the app on my phone. If the user was not logged in, they would have been presented with a login screen where they could have entered their username and password. Once you're logged in, the user is presented with a list of events they're currently assigned to. So for your volunteers that have registered to volunteer for your event, they will see your event in the list when they open up the app. So let's go ahead and choose the first event here in the list, the 2024 Marching Maestro Classic. Once you choose that, the user is presented with a list of things they can do within the app for that particular event. So you can see you can scan tickets, you can sell tickets, and you can sell concessions. So let's take a look first at the scan tickets function. You choose scan tickets. You're then prompted to identify what you're scanning. So if you're standing at the front gate of the stadium and you're scanning tickets, you would choose admission. If maybe you're working in the parking lot and you're scanning parking passes as people arrive, you would choose parking. And if there's other event types that the event host has configured that don't fall into admission or parking, you can choose the third option, which is something else. But for this demo, we'll go ahead and choose admission. So once you choose that, the camera will come up on the device. At that point, when someone arrives at the gate and they have a ticket on their phone or they've printed their tickets, you can scan the QR code. So I have another phone here with a ticket in the wallet, so go ahead and scan that. And you can see you get a little green notification saying that's a valid ticket. If it's an invalid ticket, you'll get a red warning sign or a red error and a message explaining why the ticket's invalid. So I'm going to go ahead and scan that same ticket again, and we should get an error because that ticket's already been used. So you can see we get an error that says the ticket's already been scanned previously, so it's no longer valid. There is a small little convenience option. You can press this button in the top right to turn on your flashlight. So if it's dark and someone's printed their tickets and they have them on paper and you need to scan them and you need a flashlight, you can turn that option on. Alright, so let's go back and now we'll take a look at how to sell tickets. So we'll click the Sell Tickets option. The first thing we're going to do is initialize the Tap to Pay hardware on your phone. So on an iPhone, that's called Tap to Pay on iPhone. Google just calls it Tap to Pay. But essentially what this page is doing is it's connecting to the NFC reader on your device so that we can scan people's credit cards to pay for their tickets. So we're all set up here, so we'll continue. At that point, the person using the app will be presented with a list of ticket types that you've configured for your event. So you can see we have premium seating, general admission, and parking for this particular event. So for this demo, let's say someone walked up and they wanted to buy 2 general admission tickets. So the person working the app would press the plus button on general admission twice. Down at the bottom you can see the subtotal for the current order. We'll go ahead and hit checkout. The user will be presented with a summary page just confirming that the order that they placed. So you can see we've got the 2 general admission tickets at the top for a total of $24. So the subtotal is $24. This particular event is required to collect sales tax, so there's sales tax of $2.14 with a total of $26.14. So at this point, you can press the Tap to Pay on iPhone button. You won't be able to see this on the screen due to the screen recording functionality within the iPhone, but what I'm seeing on the device here is a UI that's prompting the person with the credit card to tap their card to the phone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. At that point you're sent back to this page and you can see the payment is successful. I'll insert a small screenshot or clip of what that UI looks like for Tap to Pay so that you can get a sense of what that would look like for your volunteers. Once the order is complete, you can ask the buyer if they'd like a receipt. If so, you can enter their receipt here and press the send button and they'll receive an email receipt with their tickets. It's important to note that any tickets purchased through the Mobile Maestro app are already considered scanned. So if someone arrives at your gate and they're buying tickets, your volunteers should just sell them the tickets and allow them within the gates because the tickets have already been scanned. So let's go back to the event and we'll take a look at sell concessions. This works very similarly to the sell tickets functionality we just looked at. The user can choose what they're selling. So if someone walked up and wanted to buy a barbecue sandwich, 1 candy, 1 cheeseburger, and a bag of chips. That's the order we have filled out here. You can see the subtotal at the bottom. We'll hit checkout. We'll be presented with a summary screen just like we were for tickets, showing the itemized prices and then the total. We can hit tap to pay on iPhone. Again, you won't be able to see this tap to pay interface due to the screen recording technology, but I'll go ahead and tap the credit card to the phone, and then we'll see that the order is completed and successful. The one other feature that I'll show within the Mobile Maestro app is for both concessions and tickets, you can kind of review the order history. So there's this icon in the top right here that kind of looks like a list. If you tap that button, you'll be presented with a list of all the orders that have been placed, in this case for concessions for your event. So if someone had bought their concessions order, you'd give them their items, they had backed out of that screen where they are able to send the person a receipt. And at that point, if the person decides, oh, I actually do want a receipt, you could come back in here and find their order and send them a receipt. You can search at the top by the last four of their credit card number or the total amount. So you should be able to pretty easily find the order that the person is looking for. And once you choose that order, you basically see that same payment successful screen with the option to send a receipt. All right, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.